The Adventures of Mr. Whiskers and the Lost Treasure. In the quaint little village of Purrington, where every cat had a tale to tell, lived a mischievous and curious tabby named Mr. Whiskers. With his bright green eyes and a tail that seemed to have a mind of its own, Mr. Whiskers was a beloved character in the village. Known for his adventurous spirit, he had explored every nook and cranny of Purrington, but he was always on the lookout for his next big adventure. One sunny afternoon, while lounging on the windowsill of Mrs. Butterworth's bakery, Mr. Whiskers overheard an intriguing conversation. Old Captain Paws, a retired sea captain who had traveled the world, was regaling a group of kittens with tales of his adventures. But what caught Mr. Whiskers' attention was the mention of a hidden treasure buried somewhere in Purrington. The treasure, Captain Paws whispered dramatically, is said to be hidden in a place where the sun kisses the earth at dusk, and only the bravest of hearts can find it. Mr. Whiskers' ears perked up, and his whiskers twitched with excitement. A hidden treasure in Purrington? This was the adventure he had been waiting for. As the sun began to set, casting a golden hue over the village, Mr. Whiskers set off on his quest. He decided to start his search at the old oak tree by the village square, a place where the sunset was particularly beautiful. With a determined stride, he made his way through the cobblestone streets, greeting fellow villagers as he went. Upon reaching the oak tree, Mr. Whiskers circled around it, looking for any clues. Just as he was about to give up, he noticed a small weathered map tucked into a crevice in the tree bark. With his nimble paws, he carefully pulled it out and examined it. The map showed a series of landmarks leading to the treasure, each marked with a tiny paw print. The first landmark was the Purrington Bell Tower. Mr. Whiskers dashed off towards it, his heart racing with anticipation. Upon arriving, he climbed up the tower's spiral staircase, each step echoing with the promise of adventure. At the top, he found another clue, a riddle etched into the stone wall. To find the next clue, seek the place where flowers bloom in the moon's gentle light. Mr. Whiskers thought for a moment. The only place in Purrington where flowers bloomed at night was Mrs. Petunia's garden, known for her rare moonflowers. With renewed vigor, he sprinted towards the garden, the moon now casting a soft glow over the village. Mrs. Petunia's garden was a sight to behold, with moonflowers glowing ethereally in the night. Mr. Whiskers sniffed around, his whiskers brushing against the petals. Hidden among the flowers, he found a small wooden box. Inside was a silver key and another riddle. The final clue lies where the waters whisper secrets to those who listen. The only place with whispering waters was the Purrington Creek. Mr. Whiskers made his way there, the key jangling softly around his neck. The creek's gentle babbling was soothing, and as he listened, he noticed a small moss-covered rock with a keyhole. With trembling paws, he inserted the key and turned it. The rock shifted, revealing a hidden compartment. Inside was a chest, beautifully crafted and adorned with intricate carvings. Mr. Whiskers opened it slowly, his heart pounding with excitement. To his astonishment, the chest was filled with gold coins, sparkling jewels, and a note. The note read, "To the brave soul who finds this treasure, may it bring you joy and remind you of the adventures that life holds. Share this with the village, for true happiness lies in the joy of giving." With a smile stretching across his face, Mr. Whiskers knew exactly what to do. He carried the treasure back to the village square and called for a gathering. The villagers, curious and excited, gathered around as Mr. Whiskers shared his tale and the treasure. There was laughter, cheer, and a sense of community as the villagers celebrated together. The treasure was used to improve the village, with new playgrounds for the kittens, better facilities for everyone, and a grand feast that lasted for days. Mr. Whiskers, the hero of Purrington, basked in the joy of his adventure and the happiness it brought to his friends. And from that day on, whenever the sun set over Purrington, it seemed to shine a little brighter, as if blessing the village with endless adventures and countless smiles. And so, the tale of Mr. Whiskers and the lost treasure became a cherished story in Purrington, reminding everyone that sometimes the greatest treasures are the adventures we embark on and the joy we share with others. I hope you enjoyed this story.